Hurry up and wait. It's a saying that's becoming all too common on construction sites due to long lead times and unnecessary disruptions in workflows. Let me show you how we can get your project back on track. I'm Matt Racher, a customer success manager here at Autodesk. Now, if you've ever been part of a construction project, you know firsthand how important tracking assets and equipment is towards maintaining your project's budget and schedule. Material tracking in spreadsheets is common practice in the construction industry. In these spreadsheets, project members like to track things like order date, lead time, and expected delivery date. The issue with a spreadsheet is that it tends not to be viewable or editable by all the various stakeholders on a project. That means that any change in the lead time, delivery date, it may not be communicated to the necessary parties until it's too late. This can have significant effects on a construction project, including increased costs, disrupted workflows, project delays, and more. When I was still working at a general contractor as an assistant project manager, it was my responsibility to create and maintain the material tracking logs for the projects I was on. There were multiple occasions where an update wasn't communicated to me in a timely manner, or at all. On one project I was a member of, there was a specialty ventilation system that was manufactured in Italy and had to be shipped to our site in North Carolina. The shipping was already expected to be long, but a delay in shipping actually was never communicated to me by the mechanical subcontractor. The sequencing of tasks relied on the installation of this specialty ventilation system. As a result, our project experienced unnecessary downtime, and we had an overall hit to our project schedule. Now, this isn't an isolated incident. The flow of work on a construction project, it's often going to rely on staging work based off of equipment delivery and installation. Any changes to this flow of work are going to lead to overall project inefficiencies. I speak to leaders in construction every day, and across the board, I am hearing that lead times are worse than they have ever experienced before. I recently had a project manager at a large general contractor tell me they had to put their project on pause, and this was for weeks. And that's all because a delay in lead time for a vital piece of equipment, it wasn't communicated to all of the necessary stakeholders on the project. Without this knowledge in hand, all staged work on their project was dependent on the delivery and installation of this equipment before their project's progress could continue. For large-scale construction projects, tracking assets and their statuses, it can be a full-time job in and of itself. Well, the good news is the Assets tool in Autodesk Build can help. The Assets tool allows project teams to easily track and manage the life cycle of their projects, assets, and equipment. Now, this is from design through commissioning and handover. The tool makes it easy to maintain an inventory of project equipment, document defects, carry out inspections, and create issues related to assets. Assets are grouped into categories and subcategories, all of which are going to allow you to easily find, sort, and track assets on your project. Then, assets can be imported in bulk and sorted into categories using a spreadsheet template. They can also be created individually, either in the list view or by adding asset markups directly onto sheets. You can even import elements from 3D models into new assets and asset fields, making it a breeze to quickly fill out your asset log. All of these assets can be tracked with whatever information or statuses you already use in your workflows. And these can be customized so that they're really tailored to how you work. And because Autodesk Build is a connected platform, you can reference photos, videos, issues, forms, submittals, and other tools to really hone in on those necessary details that you have for your asset workflows. And if you want the big picture, you can export asset progress reports or use Data Connector and Power BI to create customizable dashboards. Missed information about construction materials and equipment can make or break your project. Construction teams are facing some of the longest lead times in history. The Assets tool in Autodesk Build can help maintain your project's budget and schedule. Thanks again for joining me for this episode of Autodesk's Digital Construction Tech Tips. Please reach out to us with the link in the description if you're interested in learning more, and be sure to check out the rest of the series.